What's going on, people, and welcome to Man Knows Football. You are here with Guni after a very difficult loss to take against West Ham today at the London Stadium. We all knew it was going to be a difficult place to go. They've beaten Liverpool, they've beaten the top teams at their ground. West Ham are no mugs anymore, like I said in the preview. Yes, I did predict to win, but unfortunately it went completely the opposite way. We came away with nothing for the first time since September, and it was a very difficult one to take because it was down to individual errors on our behalf and the freakish goal that decided the 3 points for West Ham on the 87th minute. But before I do get into the content, make sure you do like, share, subscribe. Leave your thoughts down there in the comments as well. Let me know what you think went wrong. Yeah, Chelsea, we started off the first half very dominantly, man. It was a very positive performance. I was very encouraged from what I was seeing. On the 28th minute, that's when we got our opening goal off the corner. Thiago Silva rises like a salmon, but finds his place. 1-0 Chelsea, and from then on, I think we're going to be in cruise control. We're leaving this place with 3 points, and we might possibly clean sheet them. You know how I love my clean sheets, but they're coming few and far between these days. I'm getting worried about that. The false nine looked like it was working very well. I'm not going to lie to you. Kai Havertz operating that role. I thought he was looking all right. Nothing too special, but I think he does play that role pretty well. And the more he does play that role, I think there's going to be a case for him to be starting a lot more games. But unfortunately, we did see another injury with Kai Havertz. That's something that I am very concerned about, actually. It's now December period. There's a lot of football that's going to be played. It's not an easy time to play football. This is where we're going to see a lot of squad rotation. So you might see names on the first team sheet that you might not like, but understand the volume of games that Chelsea Football Club are about to face in this period is going to be intense. And already with the injuries and the little reoccurring injuries that we're getting to key players, i.e. N'Golo Kante, unfortunately Kovacic is still out. We need to manage these players as close to perfect as possible. Okay, so it's going to be a very difficult run. We need to manage these injuries until some of our top players come back. On the 40th minute, a stupid sequence of events that happened. Jorginho with a poor pass back to Mendy. Mendy had the opportunity to redeem the situation and put it out for a throw-in, but he decided to take too many touches. He was dispossessed by Jarrod Bowen, then goes to make the challenge. His foot got stuck in the grass, so he couldn't dispossess the ball. Took the man, clear as day. It's a penalty. Mendy never saves penalties. Let's have it right. Lanzini steps up, 1-1 West Ham. But from then, Chelsea still have a lot of fight in them. We do drive forward, in particular Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who I was very impressed with today, actually. In fact, overall, we weren't terrible. There were a few moments where we switched off and moments of dominance from West Ham in the second half, but the first half in particular, we looked quite solid. My concerns on that left side, they were still there. Let's not get twisted, they were still there, but it was a lot better. There was a marked improvement from what we saw against Watford. So we did push on with Ruben Loftus-Cheek getting possession, picking up his head, finding Hakim Ziyech, who then pings a lovely switch to Mason Mount to the other side of the field, where he takes the time to watch the ball and side foot volleys and picks his placement. The most important thing is he picked technique over power, technique and placement over power. Watch that onto his foot. Placed it inside the near post. Should Fabianski have saved it? I don't really care. I'm looking at the quality of the technique and the finish and the thought process behind it. Mason Mount got it right completely. Yeah, that is a moment of quality that we needed. And Mason Mount, again, dragging us from moments where, you know, we're not on top and where we need the extra goal. Mason Mount delivered today, so big up Mason Mount. And not even just there, even the way he contributed in the midfield and even tracking back defensively, he was trying his best to stop the West Ham counter-attack. On the 44th minute, that is a massive blow for West Ham going into this into the second half. Not a good time to concede. From there on, when the second half whistle goes off, I'm thinking Chelsea are going to pick up and the dominance is going to be resumed. 56th minute, unfortunately, Jarrod Bowen, out of nowhere, quick West Ham free kick, cuts inside and he pings it past Mendy. Now, when I look at that goal, it's a textbook training goal. He had these defenders right in front of him and he had the angle to use them as that wall so Mendy couldn't see what he was about to do. So by the time that ball left Bowen's feet, it was too late for Mendy to see it. So I understand why he couldn't save it. Good instinct from Jared Bowen, who was very switched on, and I thought he had a marvellous game today. Kai Havertz unfortunately got injured, and Lukaku had to come on. Now, this has become a topic of conversation with Chelsea fans. A lot of people are saying that Lukaku makes the system look worse. You know, the false nine is starting to look a lot better. Now, I will agree to a certain extent. Yes, the false nine does look better. It looks like we look a lot more potent going forward with the false nine. But I'm not a knee-jerk kind of brother. You got to look at things holistically. You got to look at the situation. Lukaku is not match fit. That's first and foremost. It's going to take him minutes and runs of games for him to get to his match fitness and sharpness. There were things that indicated that. That through ball that he received where he took the heavy touch, where he could have really taken a decent touch and scored, that to me showed that his body ain't match fit yet. He's not quite ready. And I'm not going to hold that against him. I ain't going to hold that against him. Another thing is Tuchel needs to develop a system where Lukaku doesn't consistently have to play with his back to the goal. Have to be that man to link up all the time. Lukaku's strengths is when he is facing goal and he is able to attack the goal. That's Lukaku's strengths. We have to incorporate that in his game. Otherwise, we're going to suffer. Because to me, it's no different to what we were trying to do with Olivier Giroud. Why did we sell him if that was the case? I thought Giroud was perfect for that. Do you know what I mean? But Lukaku, he is a potent striker, but he needs to be facing the goal a lot more. I knew from this point that we would be lucky to come away with a win. And I'll certainly settle in for a draw until the 87th minute, where the most freakish thing happened. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. After Masuaku, to me, nobody could tell me nothing. It looked like a cross. He was trying to hit a cross, but it was mishit. Whether it took a deflection or not, I don't know. But it beat Mendy at his near post. A lot of people are trying to blame Mendy and say he should have never been beat there at his near post. He should have been aware for it. Listen, it was a freakish moment where I'm sure in his mind he was aligning himself to receive the cross, but where it went, it was hard for him to get. It was wrong-footed. He did try and go for it. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to save it. 3-2. It was written on the cards. That was it. Game over. We were not coming back into it. Hudson-Odoi came on as a wing back. And to be honest with you, I was an advocate for that. You saw that in the preview. Man can't hide. I'm going to own it. But this time round, defensively, I don't think he's the answer. We've got to find a better long-term solution for that. If it means bringing back Absolutley to some kind of capacity, it might have to be done. But something does need to be done on both sides of the wing-back situations, because we can't have Reece James playing all those games. He needs to also take a break, because, like I said, we're coming into a very difficult period in terms of like match intensity and the amount of games that we're going to have to play. Do you know what I mean? But overall, it was a difficult loss to take. I'm not overly pissed off. The nature of the loss was just a difficult thing to take. It was a hard pill to swallow. On the bigger scale of things, when you look at it for what it is, with the amount of injuries to key players that we have, I'm not going to be super disappointed. I mean, look, any team in the world that had Kovacic, N'Golo Kante, just them two alone, not available. Then Ben Chilwell as well, a wing back of that quality. Put 2 and 2 together. It's not easy, you know. So hopefully we'll see the return of these guys soon. But at the minute, difficult loss to take. First loss since September. I just feel like another kick in the teeth today, man. So listen, thank you very much for tuning in and watching. I'm going to cut this one short, and I'm going to try and enjoy the rest of my weekend. When Chelsea lose, it just, it hurts me, man. Yeah, a lot of people say it hurts me more than it should, but what can I say? I love football. I love my Chelsea. But big up to all of you watching. Like, share, subscribe. Leave your thoughts down there as well. And leave the notification bells on. I mean, switch the notification bells on. You get me? I'd appreciate that. But wherever you are, whatever you're doing, please be safe. Bless.